good moving forward, and a lot of energy in all the clubs. It's great to see, and you know, obviously the new legislation that came down with the early signees. You know, nothing's changed on the visitation piece for this year anyway, but that'll be interesting. They give it a 72-hour period basically, which I know some of the guys already have called in, you know, that are in this class and are excited about that, especially for those guys that are really looking at graduating early and being part of it. So that's kind of exciting. And other than that, kind of business as normal. We've got the guys back for summer A. We've got a really exciting deal, kind of starting a campaign and a crusade a little bit about that, wearing those helmets on those darn scooters. And we're going to do that tomorrow. We'll actually have a safety course driver, as well as trying to really kind of get the student body kind of involved and behind it, and really the importance of what it is. You know, we've obviously had a couple of those as we've gone, and since I've been here, and we've been very fortunate. And so we handed those out as the guys reported Sunday, and been kind of neat. So
on the early signing period, do you envision that being mostly guys that are planning to enroll early, or are there other cases where maybe? Yeah,
you know, it's interesting, and we've kind of talked about it even, you know, in some of the other things. I think this first year I see that there's probably going to be a lot to it, and I think one of the things it may do, it's going to force people's hands, both the schools that have 500 offers out there, right?
Sure.
And also the kids that may be taking reservations waiting for something. You're going to find out, you know, how committed they are to maybe some of those. I don't know. Time will tell. You know, I know, you know, we'll sign, you know, the guys that are ready to go, and you know, you'll still get the recruiting, you know, through the season, and obviously some of those dates in December. So that'll be an interesting time, but we'll do it right. We'll have a, you know, a signing deal for them, I think, and then whether it happens on the 20th or the 22nd or whatever, I don't know yet. That's something for the people in the media and marketing and all that deal moving forward.
How does it impact the staff?
Yeah, well, I think right now now that, you know, we don't have the early visits, so the visitation piece is going to be the same. You know, you may do a few more in-game just, you know, to get those dates, but I think based on the date that they put in, you still got a couple of those weekends, at least one in December, that you probably have a huge recruiting weekend trying to, you know, get those guys to get ready to sign on the 20th.
Will you be aggressive in encouraging guys to utilize that? And
you know, I kind of, if they're ready, sign it, right? And I think what I'm saying is going to show guys' hands. You know, we're going to encourage it, obviously, and yet, you know, if somebody's not ready, I get it. You know, we'll keep recruiting them, but that'll probably give you some indication where the guy really is.
Do you feel like it kind of changes your approach and how you handle recruiting for the future classes, and how you do dish out offers a little bit because of that early signing period?
Well, that's why I said I think early, you know, this will be maybe even the first 2 years. People are going to get used to it here now. You know, it's like any rule change. You're going to, you know, see some of the pitfalls and see some of the good things, you know, with it, and yet, you know, I think time will tell on that one.
Speaking of guys who get to campus early, you brought in two, I believe, this week. Can you just talk about?
Yeah, TJ's here, and obviously our quarterback Jake is here too, and those two guys introduced themselves to the team. Of course, they know most of them, and the way things are now, you know, they stay in touch. It was great to see really how those, how they just fit right in, you know, at dinner, and they were cleared today with all the medical stuff, so they were able to work out actually today, you know, whatever time slot they were in, so that's a good thing.
How much did the 6 weeks kind of give them a leg up on the other guys?
No doubt about it. You know, you know, our calendar, just the way it is, you know, you've got to wait, obviously, to get those guys in until they, you know, get their stamped diploma, and shoot, the majority of them are still in school, you know, so not getting them till late, I think, hinders a little bit for us, and yet, you know what, we just got to catch them up faster, and it's, you know, they get a chance after they graduate to maybe, you know, go spend some time with their family or whatever, not just jump right into it either, you know. I think that's all part of the progression.
Of all the linemen you looked at in the recruiting process, what stood out about TJ? Why did he attract you guys?
He's a guy that when we got on, we were really excited about this guy. I think the versatility, number one, to play both inside and outside, is really his feet, the way he moves, and really more than that, the way he finishes. You know, it's one of those things where he definitely plays through the whistle, and I'm excited about that.
So you could be a tackle or a guard?
Yeah, I really see him being able to fit wherever that line's the shortest. He has that ability to do both.
How come